And as soon as I hit the record, changes what I just did. I don't know why it does that. There it is. Okay, and I think that's in focus. Okay, so go to your Canvas page, announcements, welcome, and you'll see enroll in My Open Math. You'll see how to enroll in My Open Math. The welcome message gives you the link. And of course, we just spent a lot of time talking about this. I showed you how it works on the computer. Okay. You follow the instructions in My Open Math. And pretty soon, about this far down the page, you'll see Introduction to My Open Math. You click on that and do what it says. Okay, and you get some points for that. And then you do the ABC exercise if we don't get it done in class. Okay, and that's due tomorrow. Now, I think the time the things are due on Mondays, Wednesdays, and other days, other than class days, things are due like before midnight. You got the whole day, whatever part of the day you want to use. For class, they'll be due about 10 o'clock a.m. Okay. So anyhow, you do these for tomorrow. The ABC exercise will tell you to email me information. Okay. You can type in what you did to do the calculations, or you can take a picture of what you did, make sure it's dark so I can read it. Make sure it's written in dark ink. That's a good quality picture. Okay. Then usually I don't have any trouble reading it. Or if you got a scan app in your document on your camera, that usually provides a much better picture. Okay. So I recommend the scan app. If you don't have one, just a picture. Okay. And then bring it to class. All right. So that's for tomorrow. Then we do fractions with like denominators for Thursday because we're starting really fundamental. We're starting at 5th grade level. Okay. We won't stay there. There's a lot of 5th grade stuff that people don't know because as soon as people learn stuff in 5th grade, they get a calculator put in their hands and they never do it again. So that's why people aren't very good with fractions in general. So you might be absent. Hopefully. Okay. Then read the syllabus. And we've gone over some of the high points of the syllabus. You're going to have a quiz about every day and have a midterm test and a final exam. Okay. And there's a bunch of other stuff. I don't want to talk about the syllabus till you've read it because it would stick. That's the way it's going to go. Now I'm going to give you a chance to ask any questions you might have. Fair enough? Okay. Okay, 4/7 times 3/7 is 4 times 3 divided by 7 times 7. You multiply the numerators and you multiply the denominators. Now I've seen some errors. Matter of fact, every error that could be made has been made by somebody. Okay, but some you did quite well, and you weren't consistent in making errors. There's a challenging problem where you make an error. There's another one where you got it right. Okay, so we're a little uncertain about some of these basics. Yeah.
If you want to about the problem or actually solve it.
But generally, I want you to write out all your steps so I can see what you've done.
Yeah, well, I'll say the juniors want to know that or actually.
So you wrote it down.
Oh.
Okay. 4/7 plus 3/7. Now, there's a strong tendency, since you multiply numerators and multiply denominators, that you want to multiply the numerator or add the numerators and add the denominators. And that's not correct. Okay. It's just 4 plus 3/7, which is 7/7. It makes sense. You got something that's been broken up into 7 pieces. And maybe you got a couple of them, okay? Or maybe you just got one. You got 7 pieces of a pie. It's sliced into 7 pieces, okay? This means you got 4 of them. This means you got 3 of them. How many have you got? You got 7 of them, right? 7 what? 7/7 of a pie, right? So that's something you really want to understand at a very basic level, okay? I'll go over more about fractions next time. But that's one error that you don't want to make. You don't want to have those denominators. And I could also write this. One seventh of 4 times 3 is 1/7 of 4 plus 1/7 of 3, right? Okay, so that is 4/7 plus 3/7. Now 4 plus 3 is 7. And you can write out a lot of detail and see that that's got to be 7/7. Okay. 3/4 plus 1/2. Well, this is something you're not going to have to do in your homework for tomorrow or for Thursday. It'll be due probably Friday. And this is just kind of review because you probably haven't done fractions in a while. Okay. If I write 1/2, well, if I take 1/2 and multiply by 2/2, 2/2 is just 1. You multiply something by 1, it doesn't change its value. Okay. So multiply 1/2 by 2/2 doesn't change the fact that it's 1/2, but now it's got it in the form of three-fourths. Then 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 3/4 plus 2/4. Now I can add them because now we've got fourths. It's like quarters. Okay. I give you 3/4 and I give you $0.50. Okay. A $0.50 is the same as 2/4. So it's like you got 5/4. Think about that. Make sure you understand that pretty deeply because it'll help you avoid making really common mistakes with 5th grade arithmetic. Okay. Again, it's 5th grade arithmetic. Don't feel bad if you made some mistakes. Okay. Because you probably haven't had to do anything with fractions for 8 years. Other than punch them into a calculator. Ridiculous, but that's the way it is. Okay. 5 squared is what? Well, that's 5 times 5, that's 3. What do you got that? 3 to the negative 2. Now I said somebody at least got at least one of them. Every one of these, at least somebody got. I lied, nobody got that. Okay. We don't know what a negative exponent is because we don't know exponents. So we're going to have to build up exponents. There'll be an assignment sometime next week. They'll run you through exponents so you won't make errors like this. Now this is actually very important. This course, 3 to the negative 2 is 1/3 squared. Negative exponent means you put it in the denominator. Positive exponent, okay? Now that's related to the rules of exponents here. About half of you got this one, about half you got this one, and half didn't. Okay? A lot of times you got one of these, but not the other. Okay, x squared y cubed is x squared cubed times y cubed. Okay. X squared cubed, I'm going to write it out. That's x squared is x times x. You're not always gonna write it out like this, but you want to understand why it is what it is. A lot of people want to say that's x to the fifth, you add the exponents. Not clear where you add exponents, where you multiply, okay? Well, here it's pretty clear, you got two x's and you got three sets of two x's, that's gonna give you six of them. So you're gonna multiply exponents. Okay. Let's go, you know, got the y cubed. So it got x to the fifth. And then here, where you should have gotten x to the fifth, you got x to the sixth. Okay, not sure if anybody actually made both of those mistakes in the past. You got five of them there, and they're all multiplied. That's x to the fifth. Okay. Now again, you'll have assignments where you know, see videos that tell you about this, do problems.
So with the very first one, do you multiply the denominators?
Yeah, remember, we don't talk when the camera's on, but that's okay. It's a good question. Okay, so I didn't finish this problem. You had 3/4 plus 2/4, and you put the 1/2 over the common denominator, and that gave you 5/4. Okay. I never wrote down the 5/4.